Good afternoon, everybody. It's me, Johnny, here with another reaction and analysis video. I'm super hyped to be getting back to Tommy P's music that he's done solo. He just released an album called Phase of Bass that I'm really excited to go listen to, but today we're looking at his video for Lullaby of Woe from The Witcher, and I'm really hyped about this one. Love Tommy P and his work, and yeah, without further ado, let's get into it. Alrighty, here we go.
Wolves asleep amidst the trees. That's all they're swaying in the breeze.
Ooh, okay, let me find the key real quick. Okay, A minor. Alright, okay, let's listen through this again. Okay, I just need to get my bearings a sec. It's been a while since I've... let me turn this up. Just my phone. It's been a while since I've listened to Tommy P's original work. I need to get into the feel of this.
Wolves asleep amidst the trees. That's all they're swaying in the breeze.
So, if you've been here before, you are aware that my keyboard only goes down to C2. I don't have most of these notes on here. So, for an A minor, we want to hang around this A1 a lot. He does it in a very chest-fry tone, so not full chest. I'd be hard-pressed to see him using A1s in chest pretty regularly. Not many people can do that. I'm pretty sure Tommy's lowest chest note that he's hit is G1. Somebody fact-check me on that. But, if you reach for chest notes like that, usually it can be really breathy and not very consistent. Tommy does have some very low, as you can hear, some very low notes up his sleeve. He went down to a G1 there, down in chest fry. Beautiful tone, beautiful, nice, full, rich, deep chest fry tone there.
That's all they're swaying in the breeze.
Yeah, that transition in and out of the chest fry. When it goes back up to the... Dang. Okay, so the point of comparison here is the fact that he's on an E2, which is... It sounds pretty low for me. I'm more of a baritone than a bass. But it sounds so much clearer for him. Like that, this is a true natural bass. I can't get enough of Tommy P.
A breeze. But one soul lies anxious, wide awake.
So he kind of tripped to that C on the way to E. Also, you can kind of feel the tempo we have here is something of a 9/8, which is where you feel 9 beats per measure, and it's 9/8 notes per measure. So you have 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 1. So that's 3 sets of 3, 9. And I really like, now mind you, I don't know the original song, but I really like how he draws out that last note to get that 9/8, and it leaves a sense of incompletion and wanting more in the melody. I don't know if that's part of his arrangement or part of the original song, and I'm sorry about that, but I really like its use here.
Fearing no manner of goals, X and rays.
It's so sick, the tone that he emits on those low G's and A's. It's like such a beefy chest fry. It's such good tone.
For your dolly Polly sleep has flown, don't dare let her tremble alone for the Witcher. Artless gold, paid in coin of gold. He comes, he'll go.
I'm reveling in this. This is so cool. Let me catch my bearings a little bit. Okay, so this frame here, creepy. That I'm kind of doing this for kind of like the Halloween feel. I kind of expected it to be a little bit creepy. I saw the teaser on Instagram with all the floating hands. I also wanted to comment on the. I'm still on the bass octave. Hang on. The kind of falsetto thing he has going on up there, outlining the downbeats. As I said before, we're in 9, we feel it in 3. So you have 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3, 3, 2, 3. And we have those falsetto lines up there outlining the chord structure and the tempo by doing that. So we're starting to build a little bit. Now, one thing I think Tomi P is one of the gods at in the modern music world is building momentum as a piece goes on. We saw that in both My Boy and Mad World that he arranged for the Bass Gang, which is part of the reason they're among my favorite Bass Gang songs. He does incredibly well with establishing a soft opening to a piece that kind of builds and builds and builds to an epic climax. It can't be understated how good Tomi is at doing that as compared to most artists. So yeah, I really appreciate that, and I appreciate that we're starting to build in that manner through this kind of addition of the falsetto part. And even the lead line going up to those higher notes up there, because the human brain will tend to associate higher notes with higher tension that wants to be resolved or higher impact. So yeah, good arrangement technique there, switching registers.
Tremble on for the wager, artless gold, paid in coin of gold. He comes, he'll go, if not behind, but heartache and woe.
So gritty. I'm gonna go out on a limb and assume that's the same harmony from the two Tommies on the other side of Tomi. One in the left ear, one on the right ear. That would just be my guess based on what little experience I have with music production. But so we're starting to add harmonies here underneath the melody. So another example of let's build as we go. I also heard some kind of weird sound effect sound like could have been like crinkling paper or something in there.
But heartache and woe, deep, deep
Okay, let me hear this chord again that caught my attention.
behind, but heartache and woe.
So when the lead line resolves to the A, the upper counter melody line sits on the D and then resolves to the E. So what we get is, and there's not really much to that. It's just kind of like a cool use of dissonance there. Now I'll argue that the perfect fourth is not dissonant, but it can be used in the position of a dissonance if you want it to resolve to the 5. So I think that's well done there.
Deep, deep
The reverb that makes it sound like it's like some kind of echo chamber, like a tunnel or something, is so sick. And this kind of feeling of isolation that we have from just the deep, deep, whoa. I can't get that low. It's just not in me. Maybe in the morning, not right now though. I've had notes that low before on occasions, but anyway, I think that it could be subharmonic unless it is full chest, because I could kind of hear qualities of both in there, and I know he can do both with much strength.
birds are silent for the night. How steady as daylight dies. But one soul lies anxious.
How am I ever gonna get through this video? Tomi. Stop outdoing yourself. No, never stop outdoing yourself. You're making this real hard on me. No, building way up there, and we get the whatever we have going on harmonically there. How the higher falsetto voices come in one after the other. Ooh, it's so good. And then we get this big impact. It sounds like it should be fuller than it is, which I think is a good use of like deception, trick the brain into being more interested in what's going on. Because we get this kind of staccato-y part from it looks like three voices here. Let me listen to this again so I have this right.
Daylight dies.
Four voices, and then we get this E1 and growl, it sounds like, in this scene right here.
But once so wise, anxious, wide away, weary or better of cold X-rays. My dear darling.
A1. As we get into this kind of section, I feel like we're about to add a little bit more rhythm, a little bit more percussion effects, or whatever he has going on here. I like this kind of conversation between the isolation and the fullness. So if you go back and listen to this, you get one voice, and then you get multiple, and then you get one and multiple again. I think that's so cool. It adds a lot of intrigue to the arrangement.
Shut your eyes, lie still, lie silent, hearts no crisis, no angel, brave and bold, paid in coin of gold, he'll chop and slice.
So much going on. Now we don't have much percussion. It sounds like it could be a sample. I know he and the bass gang friends have been into using that recently. It could be beatboxing, like vocal percussion. I don't know. So we're getting into this more high chest range up to the high. So okay, yeah. So as we build, we have more of these, the range development up into the higher range. So very nice. And with this vocal percussion, as I was talking about before, or whatever it is, it's still not complete. We're still having some kind of conversation between completeness and emptiness, or fullness and isolation.
Silent hearts no crisis, no angel, brave and bold, paid in coin of gold.
That's harmonic. Really interesting.
Angel, brave and bold.
Okay. So, let me hear through this one more time. If I can't get it, I'm gonna give up, but I really want to figure this out.
Angel, brave and bold, paid in coin of gold.
So switch to the minor second. So go from the A major to, I guess that'd be the minor dominant. Yeah, minor dominant. Okay, interesting. Juicy harmonic change there. Again, I don't know if that's the original or his arrangement, but on point. It sounds so good.
And bold, paid in coin of gold. He'll chop and slice, you cut and dice, you eat, you uphold.
Oh my gosh. I need to speed things along. There's so much going on in this video and this arrangement. Okay.
You uphold.
Reverb just sounds so good. It works so well for the arrangement. So good. I think that's the line, the motivical line that keeps repeating. he has that in this octave and as well as this octave. So probably something down there, or maybe more of like the chest fry that we had in the beginning, like. Yeah, chest fry's pretty weak right now. Sorry. Stop it. So after after that big section we had there, it just fell off. It didn't resolve. It just fell off, and the music video really contributes to this scene. Look at this. Yeah, we rest on the dominant, and we just let it fade out. Like, my thought process was that this Tomi was going to sing. No, he just looks at us. And then we get like... No, naturally, if I put the bass octave on my keyboard, I can only go down to C1. I believe that's an A0 inhale. Of course, and he steps out of the light. Now, okay, so the thing with inhaling that low, I know he's done aggressive down to F0, I think. I could be wrong about that. But the thing about inhaling that low is it gets kind of difficult to pick out pitches, because like you can basically hear the individual sound waves once you get to a low enough level of hertz. I don't know exactly what level A0 would be. Well, let's think this out. A4 is 440. A3 would be 220. A2 is... Yeah, A2 is 110. You get 55 from A1. So that's like 27 hertz is the pitch he hits there. This is so freaking low. We couldn't get the like the choppy effect from the note because it is so low, and you can like hear the clicking together of the vocal cords. Like, I think that's just an E1 that I just did there. Yeah, but like I said, it gets really hard to pick out the pitches when you go into inhale that low. But that's so cool if he's able to control it all the way down to such a clean and extended, like, held out A0.
Thank you guys so much for watching my very first Face of Bass official music video.
Ooh. Oh, come on, Tomi. You're killing me. There's so much. Okay, it was only 3 minutes long, but there was so much. It's not even 3 minutes. There's so much to unpack in there. Tomi's arrangements are absolutely masterful. You just can't go wrong with them. I have yet to listen to the rest of Phase of Bass, and I'm super excited to do so. I probably, if he's planning on making music videos for the rest of them, I'll probably react to them. Otherwise, I'll probably just listen to them on my own time. But until then, man, this was a trip. Okay, before I gush for too long, I'm gonna let you guys go. Thank you for being here. Be sure to go subscribe to Tomi P. It's all about him in this video. Thank you guys for being here. I will catch you in the next one. See ya.